Futures indicate a sell-off at the opening bell, down about 1.5% for the Nasdaq and down over 1% for the Dow. Reading, big time. Keith Fitz joins us this morning. All right, I want to focus on Meta. Right now, I believe it's about $165 a share, but you think it's going all the way down to $100 a share. Why do you think that?
Or lower.
Or lower?
Or lower, Stuart. This company is a bug in search of a windshield. It's got falling engagement, lower advertising costs. Apple's coming on with its own technology. Disney Plus is coming with an advertising model. His avatar is a joke. If that's the experience you're going to expect in the metaverse, people say no thank you. Zuckerberg is busy touting, hey, you're going to be able to get together and go bowling with your friends or see the Louvre or go to Paris or whatever. Guess what? You can do that in real life, and it's a much better experience. So, the last sort of linchpin here is the fact that Wall Street can't give up the ghost. They continue to believe in this, which tells me the big money is at risk.
You think that the whole concept of this metaverse, the way way Zuckerberg sees it, is just not working and will not work?
Well, this is interesting because I see Metaverse, for example, when somebody like BMW takes it and re-engineers a factory to check production process, quality, materials, all of those sorts of things, I think there's going to be a very real use for the Metaverse. It's just not the one that Zuckerberg, sadly, is promoting. And, the average American couldn't give two bits about the Metaverse. They want something that's going to improve their lives right now, food on the table, a roof over their head. They got the Fed to deal with and everything in the Jackson black hole.
I'm not so sure you're right, I mean,
I know
both you and I are well above 50, I think. I'm not asking you how old, but I think we're both well above 50. And our generation,
yes,
our vintage, doesn't understand stuff like the metaverse. I don't know whether you've got any grandchildren. I've got 11, and none of them get into the real world as like they get into the metaverse. You understand my point?
I do understand your point. It's something I've given a great deal of thought about. But what I see again and again and again is that young people gravitate to something very quickly and then they move on. So this notion that Facebook, which was a young person's game at one point in time, became rapidly the dominion of people like you and I. And so that tells me there's going to be another shift. Where it goes, what it looks like, I don't know. But what I do see is a company flailing. I don't think Zuckerberg has an ethical compass, and that's debatable based on how he has portrayed himself and the predatory actions of that company. But I also think with Sandberg's departure, you could argue that he doesn't have any adult supervision in the boardroom either. So that, to me, spells a company in trouble. I sort of started to get this picture at 300, 385, somewhere in there. I'm sensing an opportunity to strike again now.
Adult supervision, my goodness me. Keith, if you could see Susan Lee's facial expression whilst you were talking about the metaverse there, you would have been intrigued, I suspect. I don't think Susan agrees with us.
I was very intrigued by what Keith was saying.
But disagree entirely.
Generational divide, I think.
There is. There is a generational divide in this country. That's the way it is.
And how things, and how we socialize and how we interact.
It's true. It is true. We're just too old. That's the way it is.
Susan's as bright as they come, so this makes sense.
Oh, very good.
Wow.
Oh, 15 love. Flattery is indeed the mother's milk of television, and that's a fact. All right, it's 9:30. It's Monday morning.
Hi, it's Keith here. Thanks for checking out today's highlight clip. What'd you think? Did I make sense? Is there something you'd like to add? Make sure you leave a comment down below, and of course, click subscribe to keep up right here on YouTube, or sign up for the email newsletter at the link below. You can also find me on Twitter and Instagram for my real-time thoughts on markets, analysis, and a whole lot more.